Graduation is super cool because having a day to be proud of ourselves for surviving the wild place called school is more than deserving. That reminds me when I was about to graduate from middle school to high school. My family had a terrible financial problems at the time, and since my parents had big fish to fry, I never bothered them with my problems. So when I knew about my graduation, I thought about not making a big deal. But hearing other people, I realized how important this is. All my colleagues will get there in special cars and in special clothes, and their whole family will be there for them. I started to think, holy shit, should we just put a hat, got a paper, and get the hell out of there? So the day came, and in the last second, I thought about telling everything for my mom and asking her to go with me. But knowing all she's going through, I didn't have the courage to ask. So I left the car and it was insane. Loud music, special lights, people dressing like they were in a movie premiere, and all my friends were there with their families. It's when I found one of my best friends who told me he wouldn't join the ceremony because he had repeated the raid. He asked me about my family and I explained the whole situation and how nervous I was. Therefore, he just took off his bracelet and gave it to me for support while I got up there on stage. I found my spot in the ceremony, and they started to call the students by alphabetical order. Then they called my name. I stood up, I looked at my bracelet, I got my head down, and I tried to end it as soon as possible. Man, I never felt so alone before. Until I felt someone touch my shoulder, and it was my best friend! I was stunned because I was the only kid who had their best friend as a family in a graduation ceremony. And because of that, I confidently got the paper. We got back to our chairs and I waited for the ceremony to finish. That taught me an important lesson about expressing your thoughts. Sometimes you hide things from people to avoid bothering them, but the truth is, people who love you want to be there for you, no matter what. But it all starts with you. Asking for help, asking them to be there for you, especially if you're struggling with something. Otherwise, how will they know? So, if you have any issues stuck in your throat, you can do two things. 1. Subscribe to my channel. Number 2. Find someone who you know loves you and spit it out. So good luck and hope to see you in my next video.